You ready, bees?
What's up, everybody? So today Nate's back. He's back from summer camp. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Boy Scout summer camp all week. Had a blast. Earned some merit badges. Good stuff, right?
Yep.
All right. So today we're going to do a hive inspection. As I mentioned in my previous video last week, we did do one. The video is not up because it's actually going to air on Outdoors Delmarva on WBOC tonight. So check that out if you're local and you can. If not, I'll try to get a link to the video and get it posted up as soon as we can. So basically today, the things that we're going to be looking for, last week they were doing really good. Today is going to be a less thorough inspection. I'm not really worried about going through all the frames. The main things that I want to see, of course, we want to check and try to see if we can either find the queen or see signs of the queen just to make sure she's there. The other thing that we want to check is how many frames are drawn out, and then we have some sugar syrup to replenish the feeder, and that's pretty much it. So let's get to it.
Oh, look at the grasshopper.
Plenty of activity in there. We're going to get some syrup to spray. That's got their interest. All right. So the first thing in this top box we want to check for is we just want to see if there's anything drawn out. That one hasn't been touched yet. See just how much progress they're making up here. Nothing on that one. You can give me this. Set it right there. Come here. Alright, so just a little bit right there on that third one.
No.
Don't react. Alright, so here on this frame, we've got a little bit right on the back side and a fair bit on here. So they're definitely drawing this out, and the next one, those I would guess are all going to be for a little bit of brood and some honey. That back down. Now here we can see on the next frame that we've got lots of capped cells there, and I suspect that that's all honey, not brood, or at least most of it. I see we do have a little bit of burr comb down there, so we're going to separate that easy. Now unfortunately, I don't have my hive tool. It is gone missing, so we've got, actually there's some brood. See that, buddy?
Yeah.
A lot of larvae. A lot of larvae in those cells. And some of it's capped.
What's making that sound?
What sound?
What's that at the bottom?
And some larvae back here, but this is all drawn out, and yep, got some honey up there. So now, as I mentioned, unfortunately, my hive tool has went missing. So today, we're going to be using my trusty pocket knife here to get rid of some of this. We're just going to lay that to the side to let them clean that out.
Blood circle.
And we're just going to lay that to the side to let them clean that out.
Blood circle.
And we got another frame here. It's packed full of honey as well. And we have just a little bit of burr comb on the bottom of it. So we'll go ahead and clean that up too. Just a little. Up there for now. And you see, that yellow stuff there? What is that? Pollen, that's right. And then up here, we've got a lot of capped honey. And I can see the next frame. I'm not going to bother pulling it out because there's no burr comb or anything, but I can see they've got the top of it capped, so they've definitely got some honey in there. And that last frame, they're just starting to draw out a little bit.
There's a bee spoiling its wings.
Mm-hmm. They're fanning. That's how they keep things cool in there and move air through the hive.
I know.
Yep. So we're going to slide these back over. Back into place. I'm going to get rid of this little burr comb here. Put it back over there. Alright, so the top box looks good. They're working on it. They're definitely drawing out a lot of comb. We've got some larvae up there, so the queen's definitely been there. Everything looks good, so we're going to go ahead and pull the top box off and take a look at the bottom. Again, since I don't have my regular tool, we're just going to slide the pocket knife in there. Cut it off like so. Girls, get out of the way. Alright, so my other camera was sitting in the sun and it shut itself down. I've moved it into the shade so it can try to cool off a little bit. If we can get it cooled down, we'll get that back up. But right now, we're just going to use this little one. That one's pretty much empty. This one, they're just starting to draw out. I don't know if you can see that down there. They're just starting. This one, they've got drawn out a bit more up here and down on the bottom side there. There's a little section down there. They haven't started drawing out yet, but for the most part, they're definitely getting there. Drawing out a lot. There we go. We got our main camera back up now. Oh yeah, so now when we get into this one, hopefully you can see, actually let me pull that frame out. That'll be a good one to look at. We have a lot of capped brood, a little bit of honey up here, but mostly all brood, some pollen packed in there, and yep, a couple larvae, but pretty much all brood, capped brood. So this is a good. Yep, so the rest of them basically look just like we would expect. Just like that last frame. Just a lot of brood. Other girls. Come on. Alright, so we've basically seen everything we need to see. Like I said, they're doing really good. Everything looks great. We're going to go ahead and fill these feeders up, put some syrup in there for them, keep them going. Look, here come more. They're like, oh wait, that's good stuff. See? Sticking it right out in the stream and drinking.
I'm not even taking his tongue out.
Well, they have, it's a proboscis. It's kind of like, it is like their tongue, but you know, you ever been to one of those birthday parties where they have those things that you blow on,
yeah,
and the paper rolls out and it makes a noise? Well, that's kind of like what their proboscis is. So it rolls up and goes into their mouth, like just like one of those. And then what happens is they actually stick that out and it unrolls.
Yeah.
And when it unrolls, it makes a big tube, like a straw, like a big drinking straw. Right. Alright, so that's it. We went through the whole thing. We saw lots of activity. Don't know if you can really tell, but you know, it's the middle of the day. Most of the bees are out in the field right now, but there was still a lot of bees left in the hive. There were a lot of guard bees. You know, they're the ones that were poking their head up, kind of checking things out. A lot of nurse bees taking care. I mean, a lot of those frames that had like the brood and the larva were covered. You know, so the population is definitely coming up, which we expected. They seem to be doing really good. No signs of any issues with anything. Everything looks great. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. And until next time, I'm Greg.
I'm Nate.
And we're beaking out.